What's up, y'all? It is currently June 17th, 2024, and I am 22 years old. This is the first video I'm making after my birthday. So my birthday went well. My birthday planning stressed me out because I wanted to do something nice for my birthday. Originally, the plan for my birthday was to go on a trip and to travel. I really want to go to Brazil, but unfortunately that did not happen because I made an adult decision and I decided to get my iMac as a business investment because it's really helping me like work towards my goals financially, in terms of, for example, like I record my YouTube videos on my iMac, doing video editing on my iMac, all of the above. And so it was just really it was expensive for me because I'm nowhere near rich, never have been. So spending like $2,000 out of my own pocket I'm not gonna be able to go and spend another $1,000 to $2,000 on a trip within a month of each other. And so because I decided to make this decision, I wasn't able to go on a trip for my birthday. So I came to that realization like before the beginning of June. I was toying with those decisions. I'm like, it's either the Mac or it's the trip. A lot of people were telling me to choose a trip, but in my head I'm like, I know what the right decision is. And so I made the decision, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad that I made this decision. I'm actually very happy that I chose to get the Mac instead. But point being, I had to adjust my expectations for my birthday. And I actually ended up getting an opportunity for my birthday. I submitted my photos to a casting call for a brand that I really like. I won't say the name just because it did end up falling through. But I submitted my photos to a brand that I really like, to an open casting call to be cast as an extra. And I was selected, which was an amazing confirmation because I didn't expect to get selected. But they did let me know that I was selected, and I was supposed to fly to LA and be there for my birthday. And when I signed up for it, I'm like, okay, I know I don't have money for a trip, but I had told myself, if they select me, I'm gonna make the decision to just go to LA and just do it. Well, I got selected and I did not make the decision to go and do it. So reasons why I didn't do it: again, expenses. I think I'm getting to a point right now where I want to be a little bit more thoughtful about how I'm spending my money, just because I don't have a steady stream of income coming in right now, and I do want to start building my budgeting habits. And I'm just working on building my habits more and just being an adult, like cooking instead of buying food and things like that. So it was just not financially smart for me. Second reason being, I was just cast as an extra, and so there was no compensation for that, and they weren't offering to pay for room and board or flight, travel accommodations, or anything of that nature, which is reasonable because I was just being cast as an extra, and they did put the call out for girls that were in LA. And also too, I just felt like it didn't make sense for me to spend all that money and then spend my day, because the shoot would be on the day of my birthday. So then and it was short notice. So my birthday is June 9th, and I found out about this that was Sunday, 9, 8, 7. I found out about this on like June 6th or June 5th. So with the 4 to 3 day notice, I found out about this. So it was short notice, and I didn't think it would make sense for me to fly all the way to LA by myself, spend the day on set for my birthday working by myself with people I don't know, just to take photos as an extra, where these photos might not even end up being posted or whatever the case may be. Now, flip side of that, it could have been a good opportunity to just go and meet the director and meet people on set and get that on my resume that I modeled for this brand. But I just didn't think, it just didn't make sense for me at the time. And I had a performance that I had to go to the next day, which I ended up only getting paid $50 for, which is another conversation, but I had made a commitment and I wanted to commit to that. And so that was the second disappointment before my birthday. And there was just planning conflicts with my friends before my birthday that stressed me out a lot, because I think it's normal for people to be stressed out before their birthday, but for me especially, my birthday stresses me out because I don't want to set myself up for disappointment. So I don't want to make this whole extravagant plan for the day of my birthday, and then if people hit me up the day before and like, oh, I can't make it, this and that, and shit falls through, I'm gonna be upset. But then on the flip side of that, if I don't make any plans and I just let the universe take hold of it and nothing ends up happening for my birthday, I'm gonna be upset. Because for my 21st birthday, I had to work the day of my birthday, which I will never in my life do again. I don't care what the job is, God forbid I ever have to, will not work on my birthday ever again, because it just made me so upset. My birthday is so special for me, and I just really feel like I need to celebrate my life and bring it in with joy and bring it in happiness and calmness, the same way that you would bring in a like New Year's Eve. The same way that you want your year to go, I feel like you need to bring in your birthday and your New Year's the same way. Same thing on New Year's. I don't go to New Year's parties. Like, I don't want to be around a bunch of random people on my birthday or on entering the new year, because why, you know, like, if these aren't the people that I want surrounding me, then I just don't see the purpose of me going out and being around these people to bring in a new year, to bring in my birthday, because that's not who I am personally. So yeah, so I just was having trouble planning stuff, and ultimately it ended up working out. Two of my best friends ended up planning a dinner for me, which was really sweet. And also too, like kind of a week before this, my mentor, she had an extra ticket to a brunch, which was like a networking brunch for Black women and women of color to all meet up in the same place. And there was women being honored for their work as Black creative women, and just being honored for the work that they do and for the people that they are. So they received awards, and then there was brunch, and we dressed up really nice, and we got to network and listen to music, and honestly it was a vibe. And that was on the Friday before my birthday. My birthday was on Sunday, so this was like a weekend of events. So on that 7th, I went to that brunch, I met some people, and it just felt good to be in that kind of space. I wore a really, really beautiful dress that I got for my birthday, which I didn't take pictures in. I never got the, like, a good lighting space or photographer to take my pictures that day, so I didn't. So I went to that brunch, and then I went to the lunch that my friends had planned for me, and all my closest friends were there. So that was really nice, and it was funny to just hang out with them and be with them. And it just felt really nice to know that they put that together for me. And so then after that, there's this art event that happens once a month where I live, where artists will just open their galleries to the public, and all the young artists and all the artists in the city and cool creative people show up to this event. And then since it's opening exhibitions, there'll be wine, there'll be like snacks, networking, beautiful art, whatever, you name it. So it was one of my friend's birthdays the day before that. So this was a Friday and her birthday was Thursday. And so she was having a birthday dinner, so I couldn't stay too long. But I went in my dress and my heels to this gallery, and then I went to a specific gallery that we usually go to because we have a friend that works there. And we saw two artists were showing at the time. They're actually in a relationship, which was really sweet, but their art styles were pretty different, and it was cool to see that contrast. And also the work was just amazing, and like the concept behind it, and the artists were there, so we got to meet them and pick their brains a little bit, which is always cool about this event too, is the fact that the artists are present at their opening exhibitions. So we stayed there for a while. We chatted with our friend that worked in the gallery, and I got to meet one of the artists' parents, and they were from Venezuela, I believe. Yes, Panama. They were from Panama, not Venezuela, excuse me. And we talked a little bit about the history of Panama, and it was just really cool to talk with people from Latin America that had immigrated here that are older, because I have a minor in Latino studies. So I learn about these things in school because I'm Dominican too, so I really care about it. Like, it's really close to my heart. Hearing the history of Latin America, specifically Dominican Republic, but also all of Latin America, is interesting to me because we don't get taught that unless you specifically seek that information out. So hearing this information firsthand was I really enjoyed it. So we stayed there for a bit, and then one of my friends drew something for me, and he said he didn't want me to post it on Instagram, but I am going to show you guys now. If he says he doesn't, I'm gonna ask him after this. If he says he doesn't want me to show it, I won't show it. But he drew me, and I feel like it looks just like me, and I feel like he really captured my essence, my sweet and like welcoming essence. And he wrote me a letter on the back of it. It says, "To be a muse. No one can take a better picture of me than I can." That's a quote that I said to him. "I feel that your best picture can never be captured alone. It may never even exist in the physical realm. You call a photo of you smiling rare, but in my mind's eye, your infectious smile warms the colors of all faces in any memory. Your best picture exists in moments where the presence of a camera's lens is secondary, or even more so, non-existent. A camera's picture doesn't hear the nuances in your insightful rants or the assurance in your laugh, nor does it witness the time and labor you spend on your work that bears the fruits, fueling your smile to radiate the brightest. Such pictures only exist in the heads of your audience, of which I am honored to have become a member. This sketch is my attempt to capture as much of this as possible on a single sheet of paper. I will try to display the full excellence of Helena as I can, but I'm afraid no picture, drawing, or words will ever do you justice. That's how I know your name. Happy birthday." Is that not so fucking sweet? Because honestly, like, a handwritten letter, something that's heartfelt. I love a heartfelt gift. Like, if you buy me something that's just like a grand gesture that has nothing to do with who I am, that doesn't show me that you know me and you know what I like, it doesn't mean as much to me as something like this, where you took the time to like write me a letter describing how you feel about me and draw me a picture. Like, you know what I mean? It just shows so much more care and effort. So I received that gift, and honestly, like, really fucking warmed my heart, and I like, it's one of my favorite things. I have it on my desk. So that was good. And then my friend drove me to my friend's birthday dinner. Excuse me. She was having dinner at this really nice pasta spot in a nice neighborhood in my city, and we got to sit outside, and I got to meet her friends, and it was just like, it just gave Sex in the City. And I was walking around in my heels and my dress all day long, and everybody was just telling me I look so beautiful. And that day of my birthday, I realized that I actually am a heel girly, and I really want to wear heels more often and just dress up and wear dresses and feel like, just dress up and go all out for no reason more often. Like, right now I'm wearing like a ribbed tank and sweats, and this is like, I love this outfit. Like, a ribbed white tank is always gonna do it for me. I feel like it's just always gonna give, like, this is my comfort outfit. Like, ribbed denim white shirt with jeans, or like a big baggy sweat like what I'm wearing right now. This is my default, don't get it twisted. But like a heeled boot is always gonna eat for me, and I love wearing dresses and skirts. Like, I really don't even mess with pants like that, if we're being honest. But after that day, I just realized that I really love wearing beautiful garments and wearing like heels and dressing up and accessorizing. And I'm like, wait, I can actually walk around in heels all day and my feet didn't fall off? And so I've walked around in heels all day without having a special occasion to go to, like 3 more times after that, and it's only June 17th. So my friend's birthday dinner was amazing. I went to brunch, lunch, and dinner all in the same day. So Friday was a success, and then we went home and we watched a scary movie called As Above, So Below. Oh, if you haven't seen As Above, So Below, do yourself a favor and go watch it. Please watch it. As Above, So Below is one of the greatest horror movies, in my opinion, because the concept is there. It's not scary for no reason. It's not unnecessarily scary. It's not corny. Like, it's the perfect amount of horror mixed with storyline, and they do a really good job building the characters, like the characters' narratives, personalities, whatever you want to call it, and just like really slowly uncovering the relationships between them and slowly uncovering the story. Like, it's just fire. I've watched that movie multiple times, and so when I heard that that's the movie they wanted to watch, I'm like, sitting down and ready to watch it. So we watched that, and that was good. And then Saturday, what happened Saturday? I don't know why this Saturday is just getting away from me. Okay, so Saturday morning, I posted my last video. I talked about what I learned during 21 and welcoming in 22. And so that video was originally 40 minutes long. I chopped it down to 20. So shout out to me for that. It took me like a week to edit because it was just so daunting. But that June 8th, I saw it was June 8th. I'm like, oh, hold up. This needs to be posted before my birthday. So I sat my little ass down right at this chair and I'm like, editing. I went crazy on editing. So then I finished editing that video. I posted it. I promoted it on my Instagram. And then I got ready to go to a pop-up for a local creative in my city. Shout out Tomo. We went to Tomo's pop-up. Me and my best friend Logan, we went to Tomo's pop-up. And it was a vibe, period. Like, they had a couch set up. They had like a video game going or whatever. They had some clothes for sale. There were some tote bags, some socks, some one-of-one pieces, and that was a vibe because it just felt good to get out of my house to go and support a fellow creative, because I would want people to come and support me. And so just going out and being in the creative community is just like, it's really important to me. And so I also met people there. I made some good connections. I had some great conversations. And then me and my friend, we left, and he took pictures of me I didn't post my birthday dress. I wore an outfit that I really liked, and then he took pictures of me outside, which is crazy because I never ever take fit pics for my Instagram, which is crazy because I'm literally a fashionista. Like, I love getting dressed in real life, but I never post like my outfits or what I'm wearing. And so he took my fit pics, and I loved how they came out. And then while we were walking in the street talking about it being my birthday the next day, a random person heard us and was like, oh, happy birthday, you should come get some free ice cream at my job down the street. And we're like, oh, say no more. So we went down the street and we got some free ice cream, and it was bomb. That night I had gotten invited to a pool party with this girl that I met at a photo shoot. And so I'm like, Logan, you trying to go to a pool party? And he's like, yeah, fuck it. So we went to the pool party. Mind you, this is the night before my birthday. This is my birthday eve. We went to the pool party. The pool party was nice. It wasn't necessarily my vibe, I would say. I wasn't really dressed for the occasion. I was wearing heels and like a long dress, and it was a pool party, so people are like in beach shorts or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, and I didn't know anyone there either, mind you, except for my friend that I came with and the girl that invited me. But I also don't know her that well yet either. But she was great, and it was good to see her. So wasn't really exactly my vibe. So like I said, I don't really like to bring in things like birthdays or New Year's with people that I don't know and I don't like have a connection with. And so around like 11:30, 11:45ish, I'm like, Logan, I'm gonna go home now. And so I went home so that I could spend my birthday, bring in my birthday by myself in a calm space, and like the energy level is more controlled because you don't know what other people's energies got going on if you don't know them. So it's better. I would have preferred to bring it in by myself than to bring it in with people I don't know. So I did that. It turned 12 while I was driving home. And yeah, I listened to a nice song to bring it in, and then people started calling me, telling me happy birthday, whatever, and it was nice. The day of my birthday, I woke up, beat my face. I was looking good. Oh, my beat was so smooth that day. It was beautiful. Oh, there's a picture. My mom took this picture of me. This was me on my birthday, like actually June 9th. Oh my goodness. Yes, so cute. The picture's a little bit blurry just because the Polaroid chemistry is like not that great, and my camera's pretty old, so it doesn't always come out the best, but I still have that picture and I'm happy that I have it. So my mom took that picture of me. I went out with one of my friends. She took me to brunch. So we had brunch, we chatted for a while, and then she had a DJ set at this place that she had to gig at, so I went there and chilled for the rest of the day. So I brought in my birthday pretty chill. I'm happy with it. I feel like even after that weekend, it's just been a week full of festivities. Like, I still have friends that have been trying to take me out. I still have people whose offers I need to take up to go out and get drinks. I've just been trying to build my habits more, like trying to really just bring in 21 in a good way. But other than that, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, being 22 doesn't really feel that different than being 21. But I definitely feel more pressure to like get it together a little bit. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. But lately I've been reading Atomic Habits. That's really what I'm trying to get into. I have a performance coming up on Wednesday that I'm really nervous about, and I'm just nervous about what I'm going to write because I want it to be really impactful and powerful, and I really want to make a bold statement with what I'm saying. And so I feel a lot of pressure to get it right. That's the thing about being a poet, is like there's a lot of pressure to get things right because it's about speaking your truth. And I really do understand the impact of my words, and I understand the impact of my words and how important it is for me to really say what I mean and be careful with the words that I choose and be careful with what I say, because words matter. And I also know that, like, especially coming from me, I know that my words are especially potent and powerful. And so I do really have to be careful with the things that I say and how I say them, which is also why I really don't like to gossip. Contrary to popular belief, Geminis are supposed to be big gossips. I don't like it. I think it's unnecessary. I even call my friends out on it if they're doing too much. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about somebody's appearance. I'm not gonna sit here and talk bad about somebody in a room full of people. I just think that it's childish and it's outdated. Am I gonna talk about a situation that I have going on in my life? For sure. Am I gonna express discontent with the person that I have in my life to a close, trusted friend? For sure. Am I gonna sit here and gossip about someone unnecessarily? Definitely not. And it's because of that reason. I understand the impact of my fucking words. You can't take shit back once you say it. People's feelings will be hurt, and they have the right to have their feelings hurt if you're sitting here talking about them. And so I try to be careful with the things that I say to people, because I'm also a sensitive person, and so I don't, it's just a good practice in general. Like, just don't gossip about people. It's unnecessary. There's no reason for it. If you have something to say to somebody, say it to their face, period. So that's why I'm nervous about that performance. But yesterday morning, I was in a state of like barely consciousness. Like, I woke up at like 5 a.m. and I just started voice recording myself, and I just started speaking out loud about the poem and trying to make something happen for it. And so I value my subconscious thoughts. I think that they're important. I think it's important for me to value the thoughts that come out of me even when I'm sleeping, because hello, your subconscious is where everything that is not filtered through like the front part of your mind lives. So the thoughts that you have before you're told what you should think live in your subconscious. And so I value those thoughts sometimes even more than the ones that I have in my fucking upper conscious, I guess you could call it, because that's like untapped creativity, that's raw emotion. Like, those are things that I know before I even know that I know them, type shit. So when it comes to my creativity, things that are coming from my subconscious, I really want to bring those things to the front and let them breathe, because that's raw, that's real, and that's just me. So I recorded myself while I was sleeping, and a lot of my ideas, fun fact, a lot of the stuff that I write when I'm just waking up and my editor is asleep, it's some of the best stuff, because I'm also like not stopping myself from putting things out on the paper. Like, there's no fear involved in that process. And so I did that, and that's really helped me. I went to the beach today and I sat and wrote that out. And once I get off of this, I'm gonna listen to some music, and I'm just gonna start throwing things together. That's really, I would say, my process when it comes to writing is kind of like a collage. Sometimes it's like a collage, sometimes it just flows out of me. It really depends on what's happening. But when it's like for a big performance like this, I usually get stressed out about it, and I kind of can't just sit and write about it. And so it usually ends up being an amalgamation of a bunch of different things that I've written and a bunch of different ideas that I kind of piece together into one bigger poem. And so sometimes that looks like I'm taking stuff that I wrote like a really long time ago and bringing it back forward and mixing it with some new stuff. Or maybe it's something that I wrote a long time ago and I'm just kind of taking that concept and deconstructing it and rewriting it, or just reusing it in some way. So that's why I don't like to throw things away. I keep all my journals, I keep my notes, I keep my journal, everything. I just like to document things because you never know when you're gonna need it. And I mean that because there's stuff that I've written in like 2022 that I come back and I want to use now. Or even when it comes to video, the video project that I'm working on right now, there's footage in there that came from a project that I was working on like last year. And so it's always valuable, it doesn't matter when I made it. So that's my perspective on that. But yep, Juneteenth, Wednesday, that's when I'm going to be performing. My best friend's birthday is tomorrow. Logan, I love you if you're watching this. So we're gonna go to the beach. I definitely do want to show out for him, but I want to make time to practice that poem as well. So I'm just really gonna try to lock in on that tonight and get this ball rolling. So on that note, I'm gonna log out now. This is my birthday update. I hope it was juicy and exciting. I don't know, like honestly, this is just me giving you an update. There's nothing really that special. But I know maybe somebody will like it. Maybe somebody wants to hear it. And I'm not going to deprive y'all of that. And that's it. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. My handle is the same thing as my YouTube handle. It's I Love Lena. I'll put it right here. I Love Lena. You can follow me on Instagram and you can go keep up with me on there too. You can see the birthday pics that I was talking about. You can see me post more on my story and just be more in touch with me. Sometimes I post questions on there and I'll give advice. If you want like a Q&A response type video, I would love to make that happen for y'all. So if that's something you want to see, just let me know in the comments. Hit me up on Instagram. If you've made it this far, I love you. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you enjoy your birthday if it's coming up. I hope Gemini season treats you well, and Cancer season is on the horizon, so get your tissues ready. I know I am with all my Cancer placements, but yeah, like I said, I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.